anxiety, depression, not knowing what to do, and also not knowing why you matter in life. These are probably and unfortunately the biggest problems that we have in our society. And this is basically why there are a lot of people who are committing suicide, and also we have a lot of people who are depressed all the time. But of course, there are a lot of things that we can also do to prevent ourselves from these kind of things. And in today's video, I'm gonna share one exercise, one particular exercise that helped me to change my life from a guy who didn't know what to do in life, who didn't know why he mattered in life, to a guy who is continuously trying to add some value to other people's lives. And that exercise is basically journaling, and that guy is me. I have been journaling consistently for 4 years at this point, from the age of 12 to this point, age of 16. And I probably have been journaling for a lot of journals. And one of the questions that I get asked the most when people learn that I'm just 16 is basically, you are so mature, how could you figure out what you wanted to do actually in life? How could you find your life's mission? How can you be so motivated and energized all the time to crush everything in life? And also, how did you find your why? Basically, how did you find your why? These are the questions that I get asked a lot. And I think the answer is gonna be probably self-awareness. But journaling, wait a minute. Journaling is basically one of the best exercises that you can do to actually increase your self-awareness, to get to know yourself. Because everybody is on a journey to find their life's mission, to find their life's why. So the more self-aware you can become, the easier it is gonna get for you to actually find that life's mission. And for me personally, journaling has always been one of the habits that I had in the morning, and it really helped me to get to know myself and also find my life's mission. So let me tell you something, if you don't know what to do in life, go journal. If you don't know what your next step in your business is, basically go journal. If you don't know I don't know what your goals are in life, go journal. If you don't know how to reach those goals, go journal. If you don't know what you want, who you actually want to become in the future, and go. Journaling is not just writing what happened in that day. Journaling is also kind of like a goal setting. Journaling is basically keeping yourself accountable for your goals. Journaling is one of the best ways to become who you want to become in the future. And me personally, I am a huge believer that the more words that you have in your journals, the more self-aware you are, and the more it is, like, the easier it's gonna get for you to just find that life's mission. But there is a question. Okay, there are tons of journaling methods, there are tons of journaling strategies, but what do I personally do? Like, how can you find that journaling exercise that you have to do every single day so that it's gonna get easier for you to, like, get to know yourself? So let me tell you step by step, let me walk you through how I journal every single day. So now I'm gonna walk you through step by step how I personally journal. One of my journal pages is gonna be somewhere here, maybe today's, maybe a few days ago, I don't know, but one of them is gonna be here. So first of all, I have to admit the fact that this journaling strategy is not actually mine, because I actually saw this in one of Richard Yu's videos. Of course, I'm going to be giving credit for him. His link, for that video, the link is going to be in the description down below, and also in the YouTube cards, I don't know where. So, I have been journaling for a very long time, but I've been using a lot of different strategies, and this is the current strategy that I'm using. So, here is one of the pages that I have in my journal. So, there are, as you can see, 4 elements of this journaling system. I'm gonna walk you through step by step every single one of them. And the first one is basically gratefulness. And the reason why gratefulness is so important is that we are generally not happy. Like, the society is not happy, and if you want to be happy, you have to be happy for the small things in life. And the way to actually get happy for the small things is basically appreciating them, basically like being thankful for those small things. And for me personally, every single day in the morning, I like to write 3 to 5 things that are really small. Like the fact that I had the shower, or that I had the water to shower, the fact that I was given another day to live my purpose and passion in life. These kind of small things every single morning in my journal. maybe you can, like, you see some of them, like, just having a family that is appreciating what I do personally, like, just having that day to ask God's forgiveness, at the same time to just have that day to live and impact other people's lives. These are very small things, like, these are basically very small things, but they are absolutely important. So writing those small things down is basically one of the things that I do every single morning, and this was the first element. And the second element is basically, what are the things that I'm gonna do in that day, where I'm gonna lead with value, where I'm not gonna ask anything from other people, where I'm just gonna give value to them. So for me personally, it is not actually just for me, like for everyone in our society, it's just so easy to be selfish. And every single day I'm trying to write at least 3 things down about what I'm gonna be focusing on that day for the other people. Like, what am I gonna do for the other people, for humanity today? And this may be just calling somebody who I haven't been calling for a really long time and just telling him or her that he or she means so much to me. Or maybe just telling my mom and dad that I love them. Maybe just playing with my brother for a few minutes to actually make him happy. And these kind of small things. And when you can lead with value in your small relationships, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to actually build meaningful, real relationships with other people that you also don't know. So for me personally, this is the second element every single day that I do. So let's go to the third one. The third one is basically a system that I've been using for a really long time. So as you know, people are perfectionists, and because of the fact that people are kind of quote-unquote perfectionists, everybody's trying to achieve every single thing that they have on their to-do list. And for me personally, it doesn't really work like that, because when you are creating a to-do list, then you're just creating a to-do list. But what you have to do is you have to create a success list. So for me personally, I write 3 things down, no more, no less, sometimes less. So 3 things down every single day about my main focuses. For example, for today, my first main focus was basically creating this video from scratch, from writing my script until publishing this video. And the second one was basically like focusing on my lessons in my online school. And the third one was going to the gym. So you have to write these things down exactly on what you want to achieve in that day. And this is very important. These are kind of like have to be the things. For them, you're gonna be like, okay, at the evening when you're done with the day, you should feel very successful if you just completed these things and nothing else. So these are generally the things that I'm just writing down so that I know what I have to do in that day and the biggest goals that I have for myself in that day. So this is the element 3, and let's go walk into the 4th one, which is the biggest one, which is actually the main thing. This main thing is going to be probably different for you. This main thing is going to be probably different for every single person. Like, maybe it's your business, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your friendships with someone, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your job, maybe it's your school. It's going to be different for everyone. And for me personally, it's my personal brand and my YouTube channel in general right now. So what I do is I just write about my YouTube channel. I just like write the things that I have to do in that day, the goals that I have until the end of the year, the goals that I have for 5 years later, the things that I have to get done in that week, what the goals, like everything about my YouTube channel, how I'm gonna reach my goals, what should I do to shorten my learning curve. And with this writing every single day, I'm basically moving so much faster than I was moving like 3 months ago. So if you feel like stuck, kind of like in your business, maybe in your relationships, maybe in your family, maybe in your YouTube channel, whatever that is for you, go and journal. It's gonna absolutely improve the thing, your main thing, drastically. For me personally, I started to move so much faster. Like, I wasn't even thinking doing live streams, and right after I started doing like this journaling thing, like three days later, I did my first live stream. You move so much faster because of the fact that you think about your channel, you think about whatever that main thing is for you so much more. So journaling is important, give it a try. To be honest, I was not journaling like this all the time. So last year, probably my journaling system was a little different, and it was generally like writing the things that I have to get done in that day, kind of like a to-do list done, and also at the end of the list, I was writing kind of like a review of that day. What did I do good? What did I do bad? What should I improve tomorrow? And if you can do this, and if you can define one thing that you're gonna get better at tomorrow, that would be also very good. So give this a try. Maybe the system that I'm using right now, maybe the system that I was using last year, it doesn't really matter, just give it a try. Thank you so much for watching this video, I really appreciate it, but before you go, this week's shoutouts are gonna go to these comments. So in my last video, not in my last, the before my live stream, actually I mentioned something that I was gonna give weekly shoutouts to people who are gonna write what they are gonna take action on in my comment section down below. So if you want a shout out from my channel, just write #action and then write whatever that it is that you're gonna take action on. With this way, in my next video, you're gonna get a shout out. So these are the comments that are gonna get the shout out from this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And also, I am doing weekly live streams right now because of the fact that I want to kind of like connect with you guys more. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer in the live streams, or if you want some questions that from me that you want from me to answer, the grammar was hard, you can easily write them down below. I may do something like a 1 minute out of my videos to just answer one of your questions. So whatever that is, if you have a question, drop them down below, and also don't forget to comment. I really appreciate it. With this way, I'm hopefully gonna be able to connect with you guys more. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.